Hi. So let's talk about the Democratic Party, specifically one of their tactics that they're using to take over power and control. And it's an old tactic that I know very well. It's not something they came up with. They actually took it straight from the playbook of the Communist Party. Communist Party that oppressed me for half of my life. Freud came up with it and labeled it psychological projection. It is you accuse the other side of exactly what you are doing. So let's take a look at what the Democratic Party is accusing President Donald Trump. They're accusing him of trying to steal the election. They're accusing him of being a dictator. They're accusing him of being a racist. That he's purposely sows division. He's not a uniter. That he colluded with Russia. That he interfered in Ukraine internal politics. That's what he got impeached for. That he's trying to destroy, and he is destroying this country. That he's anti-science. He doesn't listen to the experts. That he's anti-poor. That he doesn't care about the poor. And actually, all these things is what the Democratic Party is actually doing and working on and planning and have been doing for forever. So steal the election. It's obviously the Democratic Party is trying to steal the election. That's why all the unsolicited mail-in ballots. That's why these fake polls. That's why they will not announce a winner on November 3rd, because they will not certify the votes. That's why George Soros actually put a lot of money into electing Secretary of States and prosecutors. Now we know why. So the Secretary of State is the one that certifies the votes. So when the Secretary of State looks at the votes, they don't go in favor of the Democratic Party. Suddenly, ballots for Donald Trump are going to be disappearing, and ones for Democratic Party Biden will be appearing. And it will take them a few days to fudge the numbers. And they will rely on the polls. That's why the polls are fake. The prosecutors, we know now why George Soros worked so hard. So all these peaceful rioters and protesters, so they don't get charged, they get arrested, right away released, so they can go back to the streets and usher in and work on a Marxist revolution. That's what that is all about. So a dictator, Donald Trump a dictator, really? He is actually following the Constitution. He is not interfering with the states' rights. But they are the ones that are dictators. Mainly all of the Democratic governors are dictators. They have been dictators for months. Have you not noticed that you, living in a blue state, you have been living under a dictatorship like me here in Michigan? I know a dictator when I see one. I was oppressed by dictatorship for half of my life. So Governor Whitmer, she is a dictator, totally ignoring the legislature, totally ignoring our Constitution, the United States Constitution, ruling by fiat, just making up. She signed I don't know, almost 150 executive orders. That's not a dictatorship, then I don't know what is. So they are the dictators. Division. Of course, they are the ones that have been divided as the Democratic Party forever by every possible class, by wealth, by employment, by gender, by sexual orientation, by the color of our skin, by our beliefs. I mean, anything you can think of, they've been dividing us. And it's an old tactic going back to Julius Caesar, divide and conquer. To be able to conquer and rule the people, you have to divide them. Because if they're united, they will overthrow a dictator. So they've been doing that. Racism, the Democratic Party, they are the party of racism, always have been. Black codes, Jim Crow laws, KKK, segregation, slavery. I can go on and on. And nothing has changed. Since the Great Society of LBJ, they just changed tactics how to keep the black population oppressed, purposely destroying their family with welfare. They'll give you money if you don't have a man in the home, keeping them in ghettos with no opportunities. And it's all, again, to use, instead of like during slavery, to use their free labor, they're using their votes to be in power. No difference. Russia collusion. Hello. Okay, I know the Russians. Before the proof came out, I knew that it was the Democratic Party, it was Hillary Clinton that colluded with the Russians. Putin would not support Donald Trump because Donald Trump was an anomaly, and Putin either knew that he was not going to be friendly to Russia or he didn't know what he was going to do. The Democratic Party is always a safe bet for Russians because they are leftist, they are communist. I mean, it goes all the way to Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter asked the Soviet Union to help him defeat Ronald Reagan. So Putin's no idiot. So he would not support Donald Trump and try to make him president. Ukraine interference. Okay, hello, Joe Biden calling, if you don't remove the prosecutor that's looking into my son, then I'm going to withhold money from the United States. Who is interfering? Destroying the country. They are destroying the country, and they will destroy the country, the Democratic Party. I mean, they're not even hiding it anymore, that they're Marxists. They're going to fundamentally change this country, as Obama promised. What do you think that means? Changing it from a free society, free constitutional, prosperous republic to a communist, socialist hellhole. That's what they're working on. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. They're going to totally change our system, pack the Supreme Court. They're gonna get rid of the Constitution. To them, it's a living document anyway. With packing the court, they can create whatever the Constitution says. They will make D.C. and Puerto Rico a state, so that's 4 more Democratic leftist senators. So the Senate will always be in their control. They're going to get rid of the filibuster, and I can go on and on. If the Democrats win this election, Republicans will never ever win. Nobody will ever win any election because they, just like in communism, it will be a one-party dictatorship. Did I forget something? Science. Oh yeah, this is a good one. So we're supposed to listen to the science. The science when actually in the beginning Fauci said, according to real decades proven science, that masks don't work. He laughed at that. Asymptomatic transfer is very rare, laughed at that. And when it became a political issue, suddenly the science changed. Suddenly masks work. Mask that you buy for 99 cents at a store, that right on the box, it says this will not protect you from COVID-19. That is science. The experts, Bill Gates is an expert now. I mean, for crying out loud, wake up, people. There are real scientists out there that are saying masks don't work, social distancing don't work, lockdowns don't work. But no, because that goes against what they are doing, using this pandemic to take over control and dictate every aspect of your life, as have they been doing since March. The evidence is right there. Wake up, okay? I think that pretty much covers it for this issue, how the Democrats, one of their tactics, the main tactics, what they're using to take over control. So wake up, smell the liberal. Don't be a useful idiot. Go vote for Donald Trump and the Democrat and the Republican Party if you value your freedom and your prosperity. God bless. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and click on the notification bell.